Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival Candidate Release 2. Now this update was released on the 8th of June 2018 if you're watching this in the future. It's only about 4 days before the projected release into the normal branch. There's a whole list of changes, and what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm not going to go through every single one of them. Some I can't demonstrate anyway because I would have to start a new playthrough. So what I will do, guys, is try and show you some of the things that have changed, and there will be a link in the video description for any of you guys who want to go and see the full details. And of course the first change is absolutely obvious there. If you look down on the toolbar on the bottom, the actual icon for the Gatling guns has changed. So the Gatling guns now seem to have lost their dark band. They seem to be a uniform grey. I don't know if that's any specific reason for that. Anyway, as I say, if you've been following the series, I said I'd promised that I'd go out and search the planet and try and find something to look at. I found this unknown artifact. I'm not even sure if it's armed. I've been kind of hovering here looking at it, but I think just in case, what we're going to do is just come in here and drop the field of the view down. We'll drop it down to about 4. Use the lift pizzas dodge. This is something Lift Pizza does all the time. It's a very, very good way to actually see, and we're just going to approach pretty cautiously to make sure the guns are loaded. Yep. As I say, I don't know. It looks like there. Oops, yeah, something's firing at us. Okay, I think it's just there. You can just see it. Okay, let's just. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Playing the wrong game. There it is there. It's got. That's it. I think we got there. Got it. I mean, these are only lightweight sentry guns, so there's another one just in there. You can just see it. So I'm just going to come up here. Yeah. Moral of the story is don't think about an update and try and play the game at the same time. I think it's one of the hazards that you actually happen. There's bound to be some more guns in here, so I'm just going to see what we can see. Yeah, there's another one over there. I'm just going to take them out. Someone else is firing at us. I can't see. Don't know if I can fire through there. Yep, so we can get them through there. Okay. Right, Promethium. Gotcha. Don't know if that's all of them. Just getting close just to see. I can see a spawner just tucked in. Is that a spawner there? Yeah, so there's one spawner. We'll just see if we can see anything else. This is not exactly the way I intended to. Well, I intended to start this way, but not be thinking about the actual. Wait, come on. Right. Right, I think that is it. I can't see anything else here. Just lift up a bit, level off, and I think we're just gonna ease in. Hey, I should have plenty of fuel for this. I'm just gonna, just in case, reload. Yeah, we've got plenty of ammunition. Okay. Okay, what is this? I can hear some noises. Okay. Is this it? No, there's got to be something up that ramp. Let's just have a. When in doubt, to use the drone to check round, because if your drone gets killed, you just get embarrassed. What's that? Oh, this looks like lift squares, so it looks like we're gonna have to go up here. What we got up here? Oh, I can see guns. Hello, guys. So there's guns there. There's capsules there. Okay, this could be interesting. The impression I got shot means that there must be another set of guns up here somewhere. So what we're going to have to do is try and... Oops, I better put my jetpack on. Right, let's run underneath these guys and we can shoot. wonder if there's any on the other side. Yeah, okay, underneath. Of course, these are the new turret icons that were introduced as part of release candidate 1, I think. So they completely reworked the turret icons, or image. I don't know why I'm calling them icons, but anyway, is that everyone? Okay. Everything's a bit dark actually. Right, can we get in these? Because I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, this is alien blocks. I don't think we can shoot these. Just give it a go. I'm pretty sure alien blocks are, yeah, that would take forever to blast through that. I'm not going to waste time doing that, guys. We got here, we got a sniper upgrade, got some fuel. Okay, we're certainly going to take that. Right, there's another one over there. And when I was planning doing this recording, we got here furnace, and we got 180. That'd be quite useful. Hardened steel blocks. Yeah, when I was planning this actual, what I was going to do in this part, medical device blocks. These blocks represent a group of blocks. Add to tool pool. So is that a medical device block? What is a medical device block then? Curiosity. Okay, oh, so this is restores health and set spawn point. Medical type, okay. Oh, yeah, what am I on about? I think it was just the icon change that threw me there, guys. I think it's one of the really confusing aspects of this update is all the icons changing. Wow, we got silicon, no cobalt, we've got zirconium, got loads of hardened steel blocks and steel blocks. Okay. Oh well, I suppose we can't complain about that. Yeah, I must admit, it's one of the changing all the icons. I think when you, especially if you're playing the game a lot, when they change the icons, it can be really distracting sometimes. Anyway, I think that is the ship. We're getting radiation impact. Actually, we took some damage, so maybe we'll just let's make sure we do repairs. Just make sure everything's repaired in the front. Yeah, got a little bit. Oh, it's got a lot bit more damage than I thought it was going to do. Okay. Okay, everything's repaired. Just gonna jump into the ship. No, just. So I'm not going to worry about the core, guys, because I mean I'd have to blast all the way through, and it's dark. So let me just, oops, no, let's put the lights on. Got plenty of fuel. Going to here. Right. So now we've done that, let's get down to release candidate 2. Now I suppose the biggest and most obvious changes, I don't know if it will actually show up on this map. I haven't really looked at this. Is the fact if you look at these now, the ore deposits, this is now changed from, it now says size small, approximate 100% left, so you no longer get a number in here that tells you how much is in the deposit. And what I've actually done is I've written down the figures, and it says that very small has a radius of 4 and the resources 160. This says this is small. This says this is a radius of 7 and has 150 ores. Then you've got medium, which is a radius of 10, which has got 2,500 ores. I don't think we got anything like that. Small. I think one of my promethium up here was, yeah, it was the medium there. That's got 60% left. That's the promethium that I actually mined. So you can see that. So up here means we've got 2 promethium deposits of around 2,500. Then you've got large, which is 5,550, radius 13. And then you've got very large, greater than 13. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen anything with more than 5,500 ores in it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I mean, that seems very, very big. And I think what I want to do is get. The question is, while I'm talking, the sun is getting away from me. So I think what we may have to do is use the trick that I used in the last part, where we're going to have to land and thing. But I'm just going to talk a bit more about the release candidate 2 first. But I think before we do that, actually, let me just, while I'm talking, because as I say, there's not much I can actually say. And in fact, just stay with it, guys. The other change, what they've done, is the fact they've now separated the mobile constructor for SV and HV. So it's almost like you're going to have to unlock where before, when you unlocked one, you unlocked both. Now it seems that they're actually separate identities, and I'm floating in the sky here. So actually, let's just go in this direction, guys, while I'm talking, and see if we can get into the rising sun. Just going to get a bit of height, and so we've got loads of fuel courtesy of that alien artifact. I'm just going to keep sailing forward, and actually just read something here. It says they've introduced camera shake for some handheld weapons. Well, I didn't recall any camera shake when I was using the assault rifle, and it says they've also introduced it for the escape pod. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of camera shake, partly because I actually suffer from motion sickness. I've got no idea why, but it means that if I play a first-person shooter now, I get an absolute splitting headache and I often feel sick. And Empyrion is very close to the limit of what I can do. You can pick and choose your battles and they're short, but I can't do it consistently anymore. So camera shake makes me a little bit nervous. For some reason, my ship seems to just get back here. I'm not sure why. Oh, it's probably the field of view. What am I on about? Sorry about that, guys. Let's fix the field of view. Yeah, one of the downsides, if you have a short field of view, yeah, it's better. So if we get it up to about 72, 73, yeah, that's me talking. Yeah, it's better. And we'll just get a bit of height. I'm just going to keep flying this way. Yeah, we'll just keep going this way. Eventually we may run into the sun. Just remove that one. And probably run straight into some hostile POI as well while we're at it. So yeah, guys, camera shake, I've got mixed feelings about, but that's purely personal. I know some of you guys may like it. And the next thing they actually say in the list, which caught my attention, is they've actually done some more work on planet generation. It seems they've done it so that there's more randomized and in height and terrain. It'd be really, really good to have a look at that. But of course, again, I can't show that to you because we'd have to regenerate the planet and start all over again. And they've also introduced a desert moon, and that's going to be really good to look at once they've actually released Alpha 8 into the normal branch and we're actually doing a more full-length campaign. I get a bit of flicker on the screen. I think it's almost like as these are moving forward and revealing terrain. They've also made some status effect changes to open wound. It seems that if you've now got an open wound, you will lose 1 degree temperature for every 20 seconds. Now that could be very interesting. I can imagine that what they're trying to do is represent the consequence of going into shock, but I think that could be very, very interesting, because quite often, I mean, I've done it occasionally. When I've struck an open wound, I've finished the combat. You may have to come out now and actually do it. They've also said that infected wounds have a reduced temperature loss and slightly reduced health loss. So they've obviously adjusted the effect of infected wounds. To be honest, I've never had an infected wound yet, so that's something that I'm going to be looking forward to in the future. And while I've been talking through that update, we are now getting back into the sun, which is really great because we'll be able to do a bit more exploration in this part. And I think that's all I'm going to talk about the release candidate 2. Just to reiterate, guys, if you want to see all the full details, there will be a link in the video description that you'll be able to go to and check it all out for yourself. And of course, once the Alpha 8 goes into the normal branch, we'll be starting a new campaign. In fact, there's a very good chance this will be the last part on the experimental branch, because I am recording this on the 8th of June, and the release date is planned to be the 12th. So I can't see me getting another part in. I mean, obviously it's delayed. I will do another part and we can look at a few more things. Let's just check our progress here. So the sun's coming up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go forward a little bit so we actually get into the full daylight. So we're going to go this way, and then we're going to start trying to explore, see what's on the planet here. Now, one thing I did find when I was exploring to find that alien artifact is that there is a lot of empty space on this planet. So, and again, just to show you guys, I mean, if you see here, I mean, this is how far we've travelled, and we haven't seen anything. And you can see up where I travelled down here to travel there. So we've travelled all the way around here, and we haven't seen anything yet of value. And oh, and I was about to say that we haven't actually had anything on the radar, but obviously the radar is a promethium deposit, and that's actually defended by a drone. Well, maybe we can just go and shoot up a drone. We haven't shot up a drone yet, so won't it be interesting? So we'll just come in here. We need to get within 312. Oh, come on. Gotcha. A bit sloppy there. So, of course, shooting down drones may actually give us cobalt or resources that will allow us to do. Okay, wait, level off, please. Stop messing about. I'm just going to jump out. Yeah, so this is another tactic that we may have to embark on, is that actually going aggressively against drones. There we are. So we can get power cells. So in the absence of actual, we got thruster blocks here, extra large thruster blocks for our CV. Great. Yeah, so that may actually be something that you may have to follow. I mean, I did get a comment from somebody saying about they hadn't built the water extractor, and I think that is quite important in the sense that what you're going to be building now is going to be totally different from when we played 7.6, simply because with 7.6 there was a pretty prescribed way of doing it. You got down on the planet, you explored it, you built your base, you built a hover vehicle, and then you built a small vessel. Something definitely down there. Got a crashed MS Titan. Okay. And this would probably be the next step if we were following the Robinson protocol. We got an iron deposit there, and it says small 100%. There's no drone protecting this. Obviously, we'd go and excavate that. Anyway, back to what I was saying, guys. So yeah, in 7.6 there was a fairly prescribed way of doing something, but I think with this Alpha 8 update, I think the way you approach something will depend very much on how you there's a minigun drone over there. We can maybe go and shoot a minigun drone just for the fun of it. Well, he's coming at us, so yeah. So and of course one of the key drivers of that, which I'm getting to, is cobalt, because there's no cobalt on the starting planet. Oh, there's 2 minigun drones here, so I'm getting a bit of wow. That's it. Shoot. Too far away. Let's just get in. Hit 312. Oops. Oh, it always annoys me when you get. Gotcha. Yeah, it always annoys me when you get the overlap onto the with the words from the MS Titan. Yeah, so finding cobalt is going to be quite a main driver in actually creating stuff and doing stuff, especially the higher tier stuff, because of course you're going to need cobalt to make rockets. And of course I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, which is the reason why I'm actually wandering around here now, is getting the necessary components to make a mobile constructor for the small vessel. So there is going to be an element of actually gathering those resources up to do things. So, and of course if you're lucky that you hit a POI and get cobalt, then that will change your whole strategies, which is what I'm kind of getting at in a very, very roundabout way. And that tree's irritating the heck out of me. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, let's get back up again and see if we can get that other drone. So the strategy is going to be slightly different from the other times. Right, the other drone is in there, and it will depend very much on luck. So that's a bit better. Yeah, I think it's one of the hazards of when you actually play lots of different games, and as for that, I can hit spiders. There's definitely a lot more spiders around. There they are. Nah, I'm not going to waste my time on them, guys. Right, so let's just carry on our exploration. So let's just put some more stuff in the cargo box. Not a bad haul, actually. We've got a couple of rockets, got a flux coil, capacitor. See, this is what I was saying, guys, is we've got these devices here, and I don't know what we're going to actually, we could probably take that off actually and put the tent in there. I don't know why I've got everything there. So I think what we're going to do now is just keep flying east. How are we doing for daylight? Yep. Okay, right. Got another part. So all the parts of the crashed MS Titan are all grouped together. Got a silicon deposit. Another promethium deposit. Wow. And a copper deposit. This is a real nice hotspot. Now, if I was going to carry on with this campaign, this is where I would be very tempted to build a base, actually. Simply because with all this are in this area, and if I come and land here, this looks very much like it's a good area for herbal leaves and stuff like this. Yeah, this would be a great place for a base. Actually, I haven't actually checked. Food-wise, I'm okay. Maybe we'll just have some food. Yeah, this would be a great place for a base. Just go to the fridge and have something to eat. Let's put that there. We can probably put this back in there. Yeah, I think, yeah, this would be a great place. We put down here. You can see we've got plenty of vegetable protein. And of course, because this is right next to some water, and of course, we could put our water extractor out here to make oxygen. Yeah, I mean, this would be a fantastic place for a base. Anyway, guys, we're just going to keep going east and just keep exploring. Just keep going there. Actually, if I keep pushing this way, I just want to check something. But to do it, we're going to have to get back to our temporary base, the one I actually built. So I think what we're going to do, just gonna, yeah, I thought I'd turned off the markers. So for some reason I got a new marker that says, we can remove that, don't actually need that. Yeah, what we're going to do, just to wind this part up, guys, I'm going to head for the wreckage, land on the base, because what I want to do is have a quick check for the actual mobile constructor for this small vessel, just to see whether me having a run in with those drones is giving me the resources that I actually need to actually build a mobile constructor, whether I actually need specific cobalt. So what we're going to do is just get back towards there. It won't take us long to get there, and it looks, and of course it's going to be getting dark because we're flying into the sun. Yeah, we've now completed a kind of journey around the planet. So, and that gives you an idea of how long it takes to actually do it. I mean, so I'm just going to head for the wreckage and check out, and then that's where we're going to wind this part up. So I'll see you once I get to the wreckage, guys, because obviously I'm just going to be flying across known territory. Nothing's going to come up on the radar. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. I think we'll be okay. So I'm just gonna, whoops, we'll just sidle up there. What we will do is just turn the lights off and thrusters off to conserve a bit of power. That's going to be something else that's going to be quite important for the future. Well, we'll take the capacitor. Anything else here? Medical devices block could be quite useful. Actually, let's just put that on there. I'm going to have a look at it. Furnace, we don't need a furnace. Computers, copper, iron, zinc, copper. Don't need Sathium, but where we could take it, we'll take the flux core and the zirconium and the electronics and the iron ingots, steel plates, silicon. Got explosive devices, but I don't really need them. Okay, just gonna jump out here because we're gonna need a light on the subject. This is where I get attacked by some weirdo creature. Right, so we're just gonna, I think, let's just have a quick look. How's the power situation here? Yeah, got plenty of power. Okay, devices, large constructor. I'm just gonna drop everything in here. And just gonna come. And see, it still says there, so we need copper alloy because we haven't got the energy matrix. So that's an example, guys, that despite, so we'd have to go out and kill quite a few more mini drones and stuff like that. Either that or the alternative is this is what I've been knocking around and I kept getting distracted, was that we put out a water extraction plant, make some oxygen, go up into space and mine cobalt out in space. Actually, they've changed the land rigger blocks as well, so they've actually changed quite a few of the icons here as well. The thrusters look different as well. Oh, that's cool. Actually, let's just gotta have a look through, guys. Sorry about this. Yes, so we got small O2, large O2 tank. So that looks the same. Mobile constructor hover vehicle. I think that's being slightly greyed. I wonder if they've made everything grey in order to make it colour better. We've got cockpit blocks for there. Yep. Generator. Okay. Let's have another look here. This all looks the same. Obviously, large fuel is locked. Okay. That all looks familiar territory. Weapons, everything looks the same here. Oh, looks like they've changed the icon for missiles as well. That's obviously they've taken the colour off of the missile units as well. Okay. What we got here? That's rocket turret, sniper rifle, T2. Wow, that looks great. Let's have a. We've got no food ability to make food in this constructor. Actually, while we're at it, guys, sorry about this. Quick look here. Alien plasma. Alien plasma. Is that different? To be honest, they've changed the icon so many times now in this update cycle that I'm not sure. I can't even remember which of the old ones now, which are the new ones, and which of the intermediate ones. I mean, that's familiar. Obviously, nutrient solution. Have a look at health. Yeah, this looks all the same. And the plants here, what we got here, spice sprout. Did we have spice before? Oh, that must be the spice for the cobra leaves. Okay. Okay. And just a. Oh, so the actual. This actually looks. I mean, that's a good find, actually. So they've actually made it red. Medic station. Okay. And let's see, and just have a quick look at the hover vehicle just before we. So just jump in here and have a look at the mobile constructor for here. See if it's changed. Anything's changed in here? Nope, everything looks roughly the same as it is. It's quite interesting in the sense that a mobile constructor in a hover vehicle can create a hover vehicle mobile constructor, but it obviously can't actually create a mobile constructor for a small vessel. So that's a bit of a contradiction in terms there, guys, but it's understandable. I mean, you don't want to make it too easy. Anyway, guys, I think that is where I'm going to leave it. I can't see any point of dragging this out anymore. Now, what I will say, guys, is thank you very much for following the series and watching this video. If for some reason they don't release the update on the 12th of June, I will do another part to this series. If the update does come out on the 12th of June, then I will start a completely new series with a planet from scratch, and we're going to get stuck straight in, and that will be a proper full-length playthrough. We're going to explore a lot more stuff. We're going to build a lot better bases, obviously a lot better quality ships, and of course, more importantly, we're going to get out into space and do some exploration. Actually, I haven't actually looked at the space map, actually. Sorry about this, guys. So this is the new. Okay. So we got an asteroid field here. We got there, and we got there. So if we went out here, we would actually have to have a warp drive. That could be interesting because it doesn't look like I've actually got a moon here. Oh, so we've got a moon. Okay. Yeah, there's the moon there. Sorry. So to get cobalt, we'd actually have to go out and see if we can get to that moon. And yeah, the moon's got cobalt, magnesium, promethium, pentaxide in. So that would be the way to get cobalt. Anyway, apologies for that distraction, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And just a final confirmation, if you want the full details of the candidate release part 2, there will be a link in the video description. And on that note, guys, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.